Hey, John Hamby with the Mass Hire IT Collaborative, and today I'm going to show you how to set your default printer in your AWS Desktop session. Actually, two ways. It works on something called local printer redirection. So when you print inside your Amazon WorkSpaces environment, it's grabbing your print drivers from your local computer and using those to do the prints. So that's it. Let's get started. It's going to come over here to the AWS Desktop that I already have up and running. And now I was going to have you go to the search windows, type devices and printers, but sometimes the search function in not just AWS, but your local Windows 10 environment can be a little slow. You know, it may fluctuate in how it's working. So the quickest way to get to where you need to be here is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to hit the Windows key and I. Okay, now we are at the Windows setting page, and we're going to come over here to devices where we're going to find printers. So go ahead and click that on. And if you look to the left in the left column, you'll see printers and scanners. You're going to go ahead and click that. And you're going to see we have a list of available printers. Now, since I'm not in the office, my computer here it's not going to see the local Xerox Work Center at the Career Center. It's going to see these default virtual printers that are built into Windows 10. So I just wanted to but for an example, we're just going to make believe one of these is a Xerox or a local desktop, whatever you're trying to connect to. Now, I should mention first, you can see down here, and by default, Windows 10 is going to have this checkbox. And what is this? Let Windows manage my default printer. When this is on, Windows will set your default printer to be the one you used most recently at your current location. So I prefer to have it off. I prefer to just have more of a granular control of my, the printers I'm using. You can keep it on if you know you're using the same printer over and over and over again during your workflow, during your day. But for me, I'm just going to uncheck this. And when I unchecked it, it released and allows now you to set your default printer in this list. So I'm going to choose, just for example, Microsoft XP document writer. We'll pretend it's a Xerox machine. And it's going to offer a few options here. I'm going to go to Manage. And right here, it's going to say, it's going to offer Set as Default. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So if you are looking to set a default printer and you don't want to allow Windows 10 to manage your printing environment, make sure you uncheck that box. So that's the first way to set a default in your AWS session. The other way, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to close out of this, is to come down to the all too familiar control panel I think everybody is familiar with. So we're going to come down here and we're going to scroll over to devices and printers. And you might remember this from Windows 7 Professional in the control panel area. So we're here, and here you can actually set your default printer. And right now it's set to the OneNote and it hasn't updated. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to right click and set the Microsoft XP document writer as my default. So you can do it in the control panel area as well. So I hope this tutorial was of help, and please feel to subscribe. The more subscribers I have, I can customize the YouTube channel, create a different URL for it instead of those random characters and numbers. And if you liked it, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. That's okay. I'm open to constructive criticism, and I hope this was of help. Thank you.